Hi. How are you?
I am great.
Okay. Where are your worms?
Oh, wait. One is right next to my chair, one is behind my chair, but how you can't see it.
Aren't you scared, of hurting them, harming them unintentionally?
No, they're actually pretty okay, except for one of the silkworms in the enclosure. I have 3 enclosures that keep the worms. One of them is the enclosure. Everyone in that silkworm enclosure has already made a cocoon. However, one silkworm is sick. It's not making a cocoon. It's also not eating.
Wait. How do you know it's sick? Don't you have like 50 of them? How can you follow their health status?
Well, I'm just guessing.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean, they look pretty much the same. That's why I'm asking. How can you differentiate? How can you tell which one is sick and which one is not?
Okay. This is the enclosure.
Okay.
You can see inside all of them
Wow.
has made a cocoon except for one of them. That's how I know that one is sick.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's pretty neat. They used your... Wow.
Yeah, some of them used my cave. Some of them thinks being on the air is better.
Yeah, that's pretty safe. I mean, and when are they supposed to come out of the cocoon?
I've done some research accidentally. The AI said
Accidentally.
7 to 10 days.
Okay, and what happens after they come out of the cocoon?
They're just big furry little moths. They're just big furry little white moths with a very wet pair of wings that look small, but actually will become very big when they expand. Yeah, it's pretty cool. By the way, I know all this is because I had silkworms before.
Yeah?
I actually seen them come out of their cocoons before. And you might be also wondering, where is Fat Gus? Well, she's here. Ow.
Oh, hi, Fat Gus.
Yep. This is the second enclosure. The third enclosure is in the fish tank, so for that reason, I cannot show you.
That's okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of poop.
Oh, they're just chilling.
Yeah. And one warning, the silkworms that usually try to climb up are supposed to be almost, okay, I'm guessing, almost are like they might be making a cocoon or something.
Okay.
I can see that they are making silk there on the wall.
Yes. Wow, that's so cool. Well, you never told me, what do you expect afterwards? Aren't they gonna be able to fly?
They can't really fly since they are so domesticated that they have lost the ability to fly.
Well, I know very little about the whole situation. And as you can see, that's why I ask so many questions. And thank you for answering.
Okay. Nope. No problem.
Okay. Okay. Also, I like your sweatpants. Is that like a sweatshirt?
This.
Looks really cute.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you. I think it's from Disney, but not from Disney, since there's I don't really know the characters of Disney. I think it's some kind of friend that is a female duck with Donald Duck. I'm not really familiar with Disney, since I kind of forgot. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Nevertheless, it looks very, very cute. Now we are gonna talk about the evolution. You ready?
Yes, I am, certainly.
Perfect. I'm very happy to hear that. So we are sort of gonna learn some steps. Aw, hey there, cutie. So
Yeah.
cute. We're gonna learn about steps humans took to kind of evolve. We call them 5 logical steps to the ascent.
Yeah, because it's
So if we started, this is point A, this is point B. So we went kind of on a rise here. It took us 5 steps, but that's a huge amount of time. Now let's take a look at these steps. We start with the privilege of ambiguity. Uncertainty creates adaptation, not hardwired but open. Uncertainty creates adaptation. What do you think about this sentence?
It uncertainly creates the adaptation of humans, I think, is what it means. I think it's very fascinating, since they used very interesting words. I know.
Uncertainty, yes. Yeah, so if we were uncertain, we kind of had to adapt. We didn't have any other options. It was adapt or not be alive anymore, go extinct.
Yeah.
So when you feel unsure, for example, your worms, they could have been scared and just died. But they were like, okay, we have food. This environment is strange. It's not natural, but we have food, we have air. So we might as well adapt to it. And there they are. They're alive and well, except one.
Yeah.
Maybe that worm couldn't adapt properly.
Maybe or maybe not.
Yeah, we can't know for sure. The scavenger strategy, this is pretty interesting. High calorie protein bonus from the leftovers of predators. What does this mean?
I think high calorie protein, high calorie protein,
Bonus?
Bonus from the leftover predators. I think high calorie protein bonus from the leftovers of predators mean it's better than what the predators eat, which is the leftovers of predators are bones, and the bones have more calories, high calorie proteins than the meat, I think. Or it just has high calorie protein.
Okay, so we have proteins in meat, a lot of protein, but we couldn't really eat the same things that predators ate. We ate very little, and we usually waited for them to finish their food, and we ate what's left over.
Yep.
Yep. But we survived, as you can see. This says the software defense. When we talked about the software, what did we compare it with? What did I say? What is the software?
Software is something you cannot touch, whereas hardware is something you can touch or feel.
Yes, and what does software do?
Software usually occurs in computers. It sometimes refers to apps in computers. I think it's
Yes.
good for the computer. It might also be bad. However, that's just for that. Those things are for people that want to scheme other people from the internet.
Okay.
I think.
Okay, valid reasoning and thinking. It's incredible how clear you can think at such a young age. Now, if I tell you that there is one thing in every computer that's called the motherboard, everything starts from the motherboard. The motherboard moves everything. If you want to change something, the motherboard does it. If you want to apply something new, you have to go to the motherboard. I will show you how it looks. It's the main thing that controls a computer.
Uh-huh.
It just looks like a giant piece of hardware, but it thinks, so we call it a software.
Oh, it thinks.
Look at this.
Oh,
It can't think,
Oh.
but if you put, look at this, these tiny things over here, like a million tiny things, they are so well paired together that they create your computer system. It's a giant green panel where we put all of these things, and they work together. If you click, it's because something on the motherboard allows you to click. We can talk. We can be in a call right now because we both have motherboards in our computers. What do you think? What is the equivalent of a motherboard in a human being?
They both have things that can cooperate very well, I think.
Good. Yes. Very good. But we have one thing inside of us that is kind of our motherboard where everything starts.
Brain.
Exactly, Ivanka. It's our brain. The brain is one of the less explored organs. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
Do you know why?
Because you can't really know what the person is thinking unless you ask them.
Exactly. Yes, and people can lie.
Yeah.
One important thing for you to know is that we cannot really touch the brain without harming it.
Okay.
And that's why we cannot perform operations or testing on a live brain to see what it thinks without harming it. So I want to ask you, just imagine this. If someone cuts a hole in your head, removes the bone, and touches your brain, how would you feel?
I don't know. Probably feel tingly. Let's just say maybe this is my brain. I know I don't have glasses.
But it's smart, so it has glasses.
Yeah. this is my brain. Someone pokes it. And my brain is very, very, very bothered and sends a something that I suppose makes myself feel very tingly, since the brain can also make your feelings somehow.
Exactly. Yes, everything starts in the brain and ends there. But what I wanted to say, if someone was to poke your brain, you wouldn't feel a thing, Ivanka.
What?
Our brains don't have pain receptors. Yes. So many surgeries can be performed on people while they are awake because we don't have pain receptors in our brain. However, it would hurt our head, our bone here, so we had to be under anesthesia.
Oh.
Okay, that's all I wanted to say for that. Thank you for so many cute images of little brains.
You're welcome.
And now, this says, survival required anxiety. Fear is an ancient memory. You and I briefly talked about this. Survival required anxiety.
Yeah.
So when I say that fear is one of the primal emotions, it's true. Why do you think that is true?
I think that it's true, since I know that only anxiety can keep you safe. For example, if you're not cautious with a saber-toothed tiger, guess what will happen? Well, you're gonna get eaten by the saber-toothed tiger. Oh, by the way, I said saber-toothed tiger because I actually meant your ancestors, like this guy. For example, this guy.
Yes. Very good.
If you're cautious with the saber-toothed tiger, maybe you can even get a taste of the tiger if you have fire. That thing, I think that thing hates fire, since pretty much every animal does. If they're amused, they're probably gonna, well, you might be vulnerable if you're not cautious, and you will get a big lion meat and some lion sweaters if you are cautious, or you would just run away and don't get eaten.
Exactly. Very good. So our anxiety is protecting us. Fear is an ancient memory. That's true. Fear is something we learned a long time ago because we were, as you said, running from predators. It still exists to this day. When we come into this world, we kind of inherit two fears. Did you know that? Every human being is born with two inherited traits related to fear. We are all born with this. We are scared of heights and of loud noises.
Oh yeah, I am a little nervous about heights. I'm kind of okay to sounds. I just don't want it to be very noisy. I think I'm kind of immune to loud sounds, is owing to that when at recess everyone just goes crazy mostly the boys go crazy, jump around, wrestle, which is weird, and sometimes even like sometimes even literally just fight. Yeah, literally fight, not
Yeah.
wrestle. That's why I think I'm
Yes.
mean. And heights, I'm also
Okay.
afraid of being weightless. Yeah.
Yeah, you mentioned that. That is pretty normal. Every human kind of wants to have control over their body and their movement. And when you're weightless, you can't really do that.
Yep.
Okay. Step 4. It's a fire next to the brain, which is really funny to look at. It says the energy revolution. We talked about this. You said that cooking softened food, digestion cost down, brain size up. So our brains grew bigger, and it took less time or more time to digest food.
It takes less time to digest food since the food is cooked and therefore it's very soft. Okay, maybe not very soft, but at least softer than just raw meat.
Very good. Exactly that. And the last step here, step number 5, it's, I think, family under a tree. It says lost diversity. We were not always alone, a history of coexistence. What does this mean?
We are not always alone. There is a history of our family.
What else? Not just people and family?
And other animals that work together.
Exactly. Coexistence, what does this refer to?
You mean the meaning?
Yes.
This means animals and humans, or just, life forms that work together to make
Very
an
good.
ecosystem.
That's what I wanted to hear. Yes, indeed. Aw, that's cute.
Thank you.
Okay, linguistic hardware. When we talk about linguistics, what does linguistics refer to?
Linguistics is like linguistics.
It's a science.
Means a type of science about liquid
Languages.
languages. Oh.
Yes, if I'm not mistaken, and it comes from Latin.
Again.
Yes, lingua means language in Latin, if I'm not mistaken, and I don't think that I am. So yeah, linguistic hardware. This is very important because humans didn't always talk. We didn't really speak that early, did we? How did we communicate?
We can communicated with body language, like this means eat food or choose me, and this means okay.
See, it's not really that difficult, but it's very simple. And we needed something more complex. For example, I wanted to say, hey, Ivanka, see you next week. How can I say that with my body? See you next week. Week. Okay, let's take a break here. Have a beautiful weekend.
Thank you.
And I will see you next week.
Okay. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
See you.